and happy International Women's Day, or the eve, to all of us here. And as you mentioned, you know, we might be Western and Eastern and all of this with common goals and common challenges and common strengths. So I'm so happy to be here with you today. I actually have a bit of a PowerPoint. If I can share that, Rabia, is that okay if I turn my screen over?
Yes, sure. Actually, and as today is a Women's Day, we all women support each others before, and today is the day, so why not? So just give me a minute, and I ask, and let me see, and I'll do that. And how is I have one question, like how you people are celebrating there as well, until I am managing the system, so you can share the presentation.
Okay, are you? Let me share on my, well, you know, still very early. It is Sunday morning at 7. Day is really going to be for tomorrow. Could you give me or you could open, I believe I shared it with you as well, or if you can just allow me to share my screen. Either way, it's okay.
Yes, there is an option.
Okay, here we go.
Your mic is okay, fine.
Inge, you can now. Yes, that is. We are on.
Okay, great. So we are on. So again, assalamu alaikum. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you who are here today around the world. With a special thanks to Rabia Nasir Mahmood, Digital Senator Mian Ateeq, and all of the other meeting organizers in Pakistan, digitalization. I'd also like to extend a warm welcome to each of our dignitaries and parliamentarians, female entrepreneurs and guests who are here from different countries around the world in this amazing event today. My name is INGE URBANCIC, and I am coming to you today from Washington, D.C., here in the United States. So it is a great honor for me to speak with you today as your keynote speaker to unite, empower, and encourage women around the world to meet our greatest potential. So first, I'll share a little bit about who I am and my professional background. So I'm a professor of English here in the United States, and I'm currently pursuing my doctorate degree in international education and educational leadership from George Mason University. I hold a master's in teaching English as a second language from Notre Dame University and a bachelor's in international business and philosophy from Loyola University of Maryland. I'm the owner and founder of PATN, which is the Pakistani American Teachers of English Network. And we have a mission of promoting a collaborative exchange between language professionals across borders. Also, I'm the founder of several other businesses. Each one is working towards a common goal of connecting cultures and people from around the world to create peace and on face-to-face authentic travel experiences, also providing English coaching and training skills around the world, and project management and consulting services for many U.S. federal clients. I'm a certified teacher in ESOL, English as a second language, in kindergarten through 12. And I have experience working not only in the higher education system, but also in our local county school system. And finally, I'm a certified project manager as well. And I work with clients on focusing and developing strategic planning with different startup organizations to children, youth, with neighborhood. All of them have the same beliefs and culture as girls. Like so many others, low self-esteem, wasn't sure where she fit in growing up in such a culturally and linguistically diverse family. Around her. Despite inner struggles, the girl was incredibly family. So this little girl, as expected, around the world with women, she got married. She had 2 beautiful children, and for 20 years, she lived a life that was desired by many people. She loved her family more than anything, and she sacrificed her own needs and dedicated herself as the primary role of caregiver to her children and her husband, as so many of us do around the world. To her surprise, her marriage fell apart, and she was left with a shattered life, with feelings of depression, loneliness, hopelessness, and anxiety. The work and passion that this girl had put into her family for 2 decades was gone, and she didn't know if she had the strength, now a single mother, to move forward. She lost herself, her focus, and her passion. Having lived most of her life devoted to her children, she now had to move forward on a different path. With education as a foundational aspect of her life in her early years, she recommitted herself to that path and once again awakened herself to find her life's purpose and to be a role model of strength for her children. She dusted herself off, finished her degrees, renewed her certifications, and jumped in headfirst as an example of resilience and perseverance to her children and other women and girls around us. She soon started her professorship along with several entrepreneurial ventures, a travel business, and her doctorate degree. In her life, she discovered a new sense of purpose and passion, and in addition to her children, expanded her reach to mentor women on a similar journey throughout the world to help these women and girls also rise to their greatest potential. As you may have realized, this girl is me, and this is my story. And you might wonder why I chose to share this piece of my life story today, which is a common question. In a world where we have instant gratification, beauty, and success posted all around social media, movies, TVs, social networks, oftentimes we compare our own darkest days publicly with someone's brightest. So as women, we often don't share these vulnerabilities and our struggles with the world. However, in my opinion, hiding these real moments and struggles that we all share, these moments of despair and grief and sadness and struggle, can create a false sense for our girls that life comes easy. So the fortune and misfortunes in my life have brought me to where I am today, with a very rare privilege and opportunity to teach, encourage, support, and mentor women and girls from various cultures and backgrounds from all around the world. I take the lessons that I learned to empower those who are struggling in similar ways, with a lack of focus or direction, low self-esteem, or without a purpose. Through my work as a university professor, time and again, I see so many students and women who are suffering with similar feelings of low self-esteem and low self-confidence. This insecurity can come sometimes when we're faced with a new environment, or even complacency and a lack of focus in our current world. So today I share my story with you so that girls and women will also see my personal struggle and my story to find my passion to bring me to where I am today, in the hope that this will inspire each of you to also continue along your journey, no matter what challenges life has put in your path or what still is to come. So as I worked to re-find myself and my passion, it was important to start with acknowledging my own role and my own identity in the world to understand who I was. As women, we have multiple identities that we navigate every day. We are mothers, daughters, sisters, aunts, nieces, friends, caregivers, professionals, doctors, lawyers, teachers, homemakers, and so many more. We navigate these different roles every day, prioritizing one over the other. And sometimes we lose our focus and balance as our roles and our identities shift. As we continue to challenge ourselves to find balance, we look for tools to help us navigate and guide this process. These tools often come to us in the form of family, friends, prayer, discussion, and reflection. In our ever-growing society, in our ever-growing global society, we see that these tools have expanded exponentially when we use technology. Technology allows us to supplement these traditional tools to include a far greater reach and global network for ourselves. Through technology, we can learn, find, and connect with others from around the world, engaging our passion and connecting and exploring educational, cultural, religious, and entrepreneurial opportunities globally. We can use technologies such as Zoom or StreamYard, Facebook Live, or Google Meet to connect instantly with others from around the world. At this conference today, because of technology, our network is reaching over 5 continents and dozens of countries to connect and unite us under this common platform. Technology has helped us bridge this gap and spread our voices farther around the globe to form connections with those women and girls with whom previously we could not. It allows us to create lasting bonds, communicating with those who are different from us and from our own beliefs. Technology connects us and helps us to break the barriers that divide us, power and sisterhood of women around the world of all ages, races, beliefs, and cultures. The power of technology has broken those walls and allowed us to access each other, to support each other, and to create expansive networks. Because of technology and the digital opportunities that are becoming accessible around the world today, my global reach has been much greater than the face-to-face contact required during the days of my childhood. Here's an example of the outreach directly here from Washington that I make daily, and the outreach that I can support using technology. This is a similar path that you can take by embracing the digital age to connect with those outside of your immediate network and embrace collaboration and exchange amongst so much culture and diversity around the world. So on this path of our discovery as women, we also have a great challenge and responsibility to uphold. It is our responsibility as women in the world to discover our passion, to provide what we can, and to share this with the world. If any piece or link of a chain is missing, it does not hold together to unite. Instead, it breaks apart and divisions occur. As women, the world needs us. The world needs us not only as mothers and caregivers, but the world needs the feminine attributes that we share, the strength and the courage and desire that only women bear through the process of childbirth. The world needs us to show empathy, understanding, drive, compassion, and love to make our world a better place, with the added responsibility to help other women along their journey. So to all of you, each of you, our challenge today that lies within each one of us. Through rising to this occasion, we give our best to the world, and indirectly, we are encouraging and supporting and lifting up those around us. This becomes a form of positive leadership, and it's seen daily around the world in large and small ways. Each contribution that we make as women is equally as important in the world around us. Each challenge that we face puts us on a step towards strengthening our bonds of sisterhood around the world, to establish friendships, connections, challenges, encouragement, and support for each other. So today, on this International Women's Day, I leave you with some challenges for each one of us to consider. So today, our challenge is to overcome barriers with technology so that we can connect and unite throughout the world. Our challenge is to overcome issues that we face with low self-esteem. Our challenge is to overcome feelings of low self-worth. Our challenge is to take time for ourselves to understand and discover who we are. Our challenge is to be who we are and value who we are so that we can give and value others. Our challenge is to be the best version of ourselves, not to overshadow or compete with each other, but to complement and support each other. Our challenge is to push ourselves when no one else is pushing us. Our challenge is to be leaders for our children, as an example for our daughters and sons. Our challenge is to be leaders for tomorrow. Our challenge is to keep going. So I leave you with these challenges of this day on the International Day of the Woman, to work towards your own greatest potential as we are all supporting and encouraging those around us. So may God bless each one of you as we continue to create a better world and a better future for our children, ourselves, and our world, to live to our greatest potential. We are all women of all colors, races, religions, and cultures, and I am proud and honored to be a part of this wonderful, powerful, and supportive sisterhood of women. Thank you all so much for having me here today.